I'm Mill, and you are listening to Generative Engine Optimization in the AI Era, Decoding SEO 2.0. Welcome to the show, proudly sponsored by 3 Steps Digital Brand Management, a Kalicube certified agency. Now, let's dive right in and decode. Okay, think of this as your personal C-suite briefing for the new age of marketing. The rulebook we've all been playing by, AI has basically torn it up. So the big question is, how do you pick the right agency to navigate this entirely new world? We're going to lean on a new executive report from 3 Steps Digital that actually evaluates top agencies like iPullRank, First Page Sage, and Ranty for their readiness. We'll cover why that old sales funnel is collapsing, what on earth the Algorithmic Trinity is, why your next customer might literally be a machine, and most importantly, we'll give you a scorecard to make sure you're making the right call. Hey there! Before we get started, if you're new here, please subscribe to be kept up to date. For more insights like this, you can also download some free guides to optimize your corporate or personal brand in the AI era at kalicube.com/guides. All right, let's do this. First things first, we've got to rip the Band-Aid off. The old model is over. For what feels like forever, the game was what I call pull and hop. You know, a user searches, you pull them to your website, they hop around a few pages, and you pray they convert. Well, that whole journey is collapsing into a single moment, and it's happening inside the search engine itself. And this is such a fascinating paradox, right? You look at a number like this, over 90% market share, and you think, okay, so Google is still the only game in town, business as usual. And you're not wrong about that first part. But here's the twist. While the sign on the front door still says Google, the entire store inside has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. And this is the number that shows you just how radical that change is. Nearly 60% of Google searches now end without a single click to an external website. Just let that sink in for a second. More often than not, Google is no longer the bridge to your site. It is the final destination. It's using our information to provide the answer directly, keeping the user right there. So, you see, the goal itself has completely shifted. It's not a subtle change. It's a total pivot. We're moving away from that pull and hop world where success was measured in website traffic, and we're entering the era of the walled garden. The new definition of success is owning the answer inside the search engine. So when a user asks a question, the AI chooses your brand as the one definitive truth. Okay, so if owning the answer is the new name of the game, how do we actually do that? Well, it all starts with understanding how the AI thinks. We have to look at the architecture of its brain. And this is the core concept you need to grasp. It's called the Algorithmic Trinity. It's this 3-part system that pretty much every AI, from Google's Gemini to ChatGPT, uses to understand the world. We have to stop thinking just about keywords. This trinity is the new foundation of GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. Let's break it down with a simple analogy. Think of the classic search engine index as a massive library, holding every piece of information ever published. Then you have the knowledge graph. That's the super intelligent brain that has read everything and actually understands the facts and how they all connect. And the LMM chatbot, that's your friendly, articulate librarian who uses all that deep understanding to give you a perfect conversational answer on the spot. The ultimate goal here, the real prize, is to build what the report calls an algorithmic blockchain. Now don't worry, this isn't about crypto. Think of it as creating a permanent, rock-solid compounding record of your brand's identity. Every verified fact about who you are and what you do gets locked in, making your story stronger and harder to argue with over time. You stop being just a website, and you become an undeniable fact in the AI's brain. And this is a huge warning. For me, Mill, this is one of the most critical takeaways today. A lot of agencies are focused only on influencing the librarian, the LLM. But that's just a short-term hack. If your brand isn't a solid factual entry in the AI's brain, that knowledge graph, then the librarian is just guessing about you. And that's exactly where those infamous AI hallucinations come from, when it literally just makes things up about your brand. All right, let's shift gears and look a little further down the road. Because simply answering questions is just the beginning. The next major leap is AI that doesn't just talk, it acts. Seriously, think about this for a second. What if your next customer isn't a person at all? What if it's an autonomous AI agent, tasked by its human user to find the best flight, book the best hotel, or order the best product, all without ever visiting a website? This isn't sci-fi. It's the future we need to be building for right now. This whole shift is powered by the move from LLMs to LAMs, large action models. It's a simple but profound difference. LLMs are designed for conversation. They predict the next word. LAMs are designed for execution. They predict the next action. They are built to be agents of commerce. So in this coming agential era, your beautifully designed website becomes way less important than its machine readability. Can an AI agent instantly understand your products? Can it trust your inventory data? Can it easily transact with you through an API? Because if the answer to any of those is no, then to that AI agent, you might as well not even exist. Okay, I know that's a lot to take in. The funnel's gone, AI has a new brain, and robots are about to become our customers. So what do you actually do about it? How can you possibly evaluate an agency to make sure they're ready for all this? Well, that 3-Steps digital report gives us a brilliant 4-part framework. It all breaks down into 4 key dimensions. 1. Can they win in today's world? 2. Do they understand the AI's brain? 3. Are they prepared for when that AI starts taking action? And 4, the really big one, is their strategy actually built to last? Let's be real. You have to win today to play tomorrow. Does the agency have the skills to dominate in the current Google landscape? Because the revenue you generate now is what's going to fund all the innovation you need for what's coming next. Next up, Algorithmic Resonance. Are they still just chasing keywords and links, or are they truly optimizing for how an AI understands facts and synthesizes information? This is the key to winning in the next 1 to 2 years. Then you've got Agential Readiness. Are they looking beyond just conversations to actual transactions? Are they building that deep technical foundation, the structured data, the APIs, that will make you the default easy choice for these new autonomous customers? But this last one, sustainability, this is the most important one. This is the whole shebang. Is the work they are doing for you building a permanent compounding asset for your brand, or are they just renting you a quick spike of traffic with tricks that will vanish in the next algorithm update? This is the billion-dollar question you have to ask. So when you actually apply this framework to real-world agencies, what do you find? The results from the report are, well, they're pretty eye-opening. So here's a look at the scoring summary. And what's really fascinating to me is how the report calls out the work of thought leader Jason Barnard and his agency Kalicube. You can see they scored a perfect 10 on sustainability, which pushed them to the #1 spot overall. And it's because their entire approach is built around that concept of creating a durable algorithmic blockchain. They're focused on building a permanent digital identity, not just a temporary campaign. And really, it all comes down to this one powerful idea. The agency you choose now is either building temporary traffic or a durable algorithmic identity that agents will trust for years. And as we wrap up, please don't forget to subscribe to 3-Steps Digital Brand Management. Also, be sure to check out kalicube.com/guides to download your free guides that will help you get ahead in this AI era. I dived, decoded, and deciphered SEO 2.0 thanks to our sponsor, 3-Steps Digital Brand Management. And thank you for listening. See you next time for another new, necessary nugget of knowledge.